Hi, I'm Olivia, and today we're going to try to make a bobbin, and if that goes well, we'll maybe try threading my sewing machine. This is my sewing machine. My sewing machine needs a name. So, Mila's on the floor down here. If anybody's been following me, you know Mila. $1 million question is, how do I start this thread? Okay, so I've got thread here, and I know the end is under here somewhere. Okay, it's not under there. I see this. Is that the beginning or is that the end? I think that's... Because see, it goes under here. So I think I'm unraveling it from the inside. My mom always used to stick the end of the thread underneath this label. So that's why that's the first place I went. Oh, crap. Welcome to arthritis here. I have to lift my hand up a little so that you can... Do I have any... Oh, crap. And I don't have a single... Oh, wait. The box. The box had... I remember I opened the box. Remember we opened the box in the last video? How do I open the box? Oh, wait. It flips this way. Do I have a needle in here? Or something small. Apparently these were supposed to go up here somewhere when I put the sewing machine together back 20 years ago. We're just going to pretend that this is a legit use for this sewing machine needle. Let me see. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, so that is definitely the beginning of the thread. Where does it go? Where does this thread go? So, anyhow, I have a pair of pants that I want to make. And of course, my patterns are like there on the other side of the room. But it's one pattern piece. And you make two of them and sew them together. And I've decided that's the first thing I'm going to make. Sorry. I've decided that's the first thing I'm going to make. But maybe this is the end of the thread. Let me see. My original plan... There we go. It is the end of the thread. Haha. Okay, so my original plan was to make this was to use old sheets as like muslins and make mock-ups of stuff out of the old sheets. Then I started pricing fabric, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm going to be sewing with sheets for the most part. Unfortunately, I have a lot of old sheets from when I was married to Thomas in my collection. Now, as I recall, actually I don't know why I put that back in, because I need to take that, open this up, and take this out. Haha. And so, there's the brown bobbin from the necktie that Thomas made for himself. I've got all these nifty colors of bobbins. I wonder where the rest of this green thread is. I ended up buying more green thread, but it would be nice if I could find that. So let's put the brown thread back in the bobbin box. I don't know why they make bobbins out of plastic now. I really don't. I'm probably going to have to invest in some gray. Oh, that goes back in the box. I don't know. I figured out what this is, but I can't figure out. Yeah. I saw it in the... I can't find a manual for my... There you go. I can't find the manual for my actual... can't find the manual for my actual sewing machine, so I have to kind of fake it. Now, if I recall, got my foot pedal here. Anyway, so the first sheet I'm going to use to make these pants, I didn't want to get my face in there. I'm not wearing makeup, such to the extent that I wear makeup. The sheet I used for that I'm going to use for my first pair of pants are okay. So back in February, I wonder which direction this is supposed to go. I'm probably going to completely unwind this. We'll try to figure this out. So let's see how it goes. So I know that goes back there. No, this goes back here, and then you snap it in, and you put this here. And I think there's a thing. Does it go around this? Let's find out if this works. Okay. Is there an on switch on this? I think there must be an on switch. I wonder where it is. Oh, on switch. Okay. Oh, look. The light goes on. Okay. Check it out. Anyhow. Oh, does it go on this one? Does it go on this thing? Hey, check it out. Is it going to blind evenly? Let's find out. Anyway, so I had in February of 23, a random dog turned up in our yard. Oh, that's not good. Oh, look, it all ended up. Okay, so this is wrong. This is why I'm doing this in front of a camera, so you can laugh at me. And someday when I know what I'm doing, I can look back at this and go, hey, look, I used to not know what I was doing. Okay, so that didn't work. Scissors. What even is going on here? Anyway, so this random dog turned up in my yard, and well, she turned up in my neighborhood, and I ended up taking her into my yard. She didn't really turn up in my yard. And so I ended up taking her in. Wow, that is really messy. Okay. Scissors. I know I've got 12 million pairs of scissors in this room. I can't find a single one. Where are they? Scissors. Anyway, so I found her. She ended up in my neighborhood. She ended up in my backyard, and she wasn't spayed. So I had her spayed, but she was living in my backyard. Oh, bother. So she ended up in my backyard. She wasn't spayed, so I got her spayed, but she was still in my backyard. I really need to find some way to store my, the better way to store my scissors, because this is ridiculous. I just realized there's a pair on the floor right there. Oh well, too late now. So anyway, I had her spayed, and I needed to keep the wound clean during recovery. Okay, let's get a fresh bobbin and start over. Anyway, so she ended up, I needed to keep it kind of clean while she healed. And so I bought what I thought were 2 king-size flat sheets. It turned out they were a king-size flat sheet and a king-size fitted sheet. So what I'm going to be doing is taking the fitted sheet and turning it into fabric for making clothes. And the first thing I'm going to make is this pair of pants. Okay, so let's try this again. Snap it on, snap it in, put this here, and pray. Because I think this is supposed to go around something to keep it from doing that. See, there's a big circle around this, and there's a big circle around this, so I think it must go on this. But why? Oh, it's supposed to go through this thing, maybe? Huh, maybe. Because there's a thing here. My high school home ec teacher would hate that. I just slobbered on it. Does it go through that? I don't know. Because it goes on this, and then I feel like it's supposed to go through something in order to keep it from winding around the thing like that. So I am. So I used the flat sheet to protect the place where she hangs out while she healed. And then I had this leftover fitted sheet, and I was thinking about taking it back, but then I was like, no, that seems like a lot of, it's been a long time, so I don't know if it's gonna, there you go. So I don't know if it's gonna, if they're gonna even take it back at this point. See, yes, it goes through this. Maybe it goes through this thing. Let's see. Let's find out. This snaps in, and then, ooh, that looks much more promising than my first try. So I eventually cut the corner off of the fabric and just cut the corners off. There we go. Did it break? Is it done? Did the thing loosen? I don't know. Is the thread broken? I don't think so. Let me see. Someday I'm going to know what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be dangerous. Let's see. There we go. Why is it not spinning anymore? Stop spinning. No, there's that spinning. Okay. So I'll put that in there and snap it in. It's not spinning up. Maybe it stopped spinning because it's done. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a lot of thread though. I don't know. Because I know that eventually this thing's supposed to sense when it's full. So I guess maybe that's it. So I know this thing tightens and that makes the needle go up and down. And this thing loosens and then it makes this thing spin. So I guess that's it for now. Like I said, someday I'll know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. And I guess I'll take out my rotary cutter again. I'm going to slice my finger off with this thing. And y'all are going to be like, hey, I remember when Olivia sliced her finger off with a rotary cutter. Nope, not today. Haha. Okay, so this goes in here, right? And then you wrap it through this way, right? Yeah. Ooh, check that out. Okay, so then the instructions say to leave a 6-inch tail. I don't know. Oh, that's definitely more than 6 inches. So there we go. So then we open this up. We pop it in here. Is that right? That looks right. Okay, and then we take the thread, and this is the exciting part, because I could not find a manual for this sewing machine online. So we're going to fake it. I found a manual for a different sewing machine, and since it's a different sewing machine, I didn't bother buying it. I just took screen caps. So raise the presser foot lifter. Okay, that's up. Did I tighten this back up? Yes, I did. Okay, raise the needle. Okay. Raise take-up lever to the highest position. Thread the following numbers. So you put the thread here, and then it goes through, let's see. That flips open so you can do that. Okay, so it goes through here, and then it goes through here.